because we are a city that is full of incredible and special people. Hi, we're here with another edition of Block by Block, talking about all things City of Albuquerque. And we're here on location today at Andaluz Hotel in downtown Albuquerque. It's one of our beautiful historical gems that's been restored to perfection. And we're here because of the film and media experiences going on. And we're also here to talk about lots of summer programs in the city. So we're going to hear from a lot of department directors, and we're starting with Dave Simon in Parks and Rec. Dave,
Morning,
welcome
Mayor.
to the show.
Thank you.
So, Dave, tell us about it. Summertime, and I know there's all sorts of stuff going on at city facilities, and what can kids do this summer for fun?
Well, we have the greatest city in America for summer fun. So one thing I think that all parents really care about is teaching their children how to swim. It's a life skill that every kid should learn, and we have 7 beautiful outdoor pools, all of which offer swim lessons, swim teams, water polo programs, recreational swims for kids and adults. So that's a great place to be in the summer.
It sounds awesome. I know even my 4-year-old is enrolled down at Rio Grande Pool. So we're going to be right there at one of your facilities, I think, in a couple of weeks. Very excited about that. Now tell us a little bit about the other options, tennis, golf, what's going on there?
Parks and Rec offers some outstanding summer programs for youth. Tennis lessons are offered several places in the city. We have an outstanding Youth Explorer program that will be starting up this summer for kids to learn about open space in the Bosque. We have summer hike programs. We have basketball programs outdoors, youth soccer leagues, and other things like that are going on at city parks and rec all over the city. So there's something really for every family, every kid outdoors in Albuquerque. We want kids, of course, to be smart and safe in the summer, so we also want to remind parents to use sunscreen and stay hydrated for themselves and their kids.
Very good. Tell us, too, about some of these other kind of non-traditional activities, the NMX and so forth. What are these about?
Well, we have outdoor adventure programs that many kids love. They're non-traditional sports like learning how to mountain bike or kayak or rock climb. And through our partnership with NMX Sports, parents can enroll their kids in an outdoor adventure camp this summer. We also are going to offer pickleball lessons for the first time this summer, which is a great lead-in to the sport of tennis. So parents can find a lot of this information on very easily accessible websites. They can try cabq.gov/summer is a one-stop shop to learn all about these kids' programs.
Excellent. And I think we're working on an app to be able to do that on your cell phone, too, that'll be out at some point this summer. One-stop shop for all your activities in the city of Albuquerque. Now, a little bit more about open space. Elena Gallegos, things going on there. For folks who don't know, too, just at a high level, what exactly is city open space? What are we talking about here?
Well, the city of Albuquerque has one of the nation's top open space programs, which are lands protected for future generations for recreation and conservation. The city has almost 30,000 acres of open space. Principally, it's concentrated along 3 places in the foothills, along the Bosque, and on the Albuquerque's West Mesa. And our open space lands are available for hiking and nature exploration. And we offer a lot of great programming this summer in the open space lands. For example, our Sunday hike series is something that families should check out. They can go on a guided hike every Sunday in the summer with one of our experienced open space rangers. Also, you can go over to our Open Space Visitor Center on the west side off of Coors and check out an Explorer Pack, which is a great way for families and kids to go and explore the Bosque at their own pace. The backpack's filled with learning materials for kids and their parents to explore the Bosque. And then we have a great open space summer series at the Elena Gallegos picnic area, which is off of Tramway. A whole series of musical events, history and culture events that take place in a lovely outdoor setting.
That's awesome. I know I've been to a lot of those facilities, and the hidden gem, I think, for a lot of Burqueños is the west side, that open space center. It is beautiful. If folks haven't seen it, it's our own Bosque del Apache, like in a building, in a nice viewing area. It's just extraordinary and a good gateway to learn about all the other activities. Well, with that, thank you for joining the show. And we look forward to all the great things you're going to be doing in the future. And anything else you'd like to add?
Just that being outside is so valuable and important for children. I think we would all like to see kids have a little bit less screen time and a little bit more green time. And Albuquerque is the best place in the country for families to explore the outdoors and recreation with their kids. So we encourage everybody to access our Parks and Rec facilities and see cabq.gov/summer. Mayor, have a great summer. We'll see you at the pool.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Welcome back to Block by Block. We're here next with our Cultural Services Department Director, Shel Sanchez. She's got a wealth of experience in New Mexico and Albuquerque and gets to run debatable what's more fun, Parks and Rec or Cultural Services. But
not debatable. It's definitely Cultural Services, definitely.
Well, you can make the case. Tell us all things going on. Maybe start with the biopark. What are we looking forward to this summer?
Oh, this summer, I have my list because there's so much. I think the Teen Volunteer Program is pretty exciting, and that actually gives you the ability to be involved year-round. So that's a really exciting one. Monthly aquarium overnights. I don't know if you've done this yet. Your kids are probably a little too young. It's totally worth it. It's not very comfortable, but it's really, really fun to sleep in the aquarium.
Wow. Are the fish different? I mean, is there different behavior, or it's just awesome because you're there alone with them?
You know,
at night?
I don't remember the fish because I was with so many like 8-year-old boys. But it is pretty magical when you wake up in the middle of the night and the shark is kind of swimming by you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Music at the zoo, music at Botanic Gardens, music at Heritage Farms. There are concerts all Friday and, not every Friday, but Thursday and Friday nights. So there's a lot of music outdoors. Half price weekend, that's pretty exciting. July 21st and 22nd. Peak free day on June 15th, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the aquarium and Botanic Gardens, which is kind of a fun time to be super early in the morning outside and with the fish if you don't want to sleep overnight. And then, of course, as you know, the otter exhibit at the aquarium will open this summer, and the butterfly pavilion will also open this summer at the Botanic Gardens. So new stuff to see just around the corner.
So out of curiosity, since I have a 2- and 4-year-old,
Yeah.
If the sleepover at the aquarium, do parents have to be there?
They have to be chaperoned. So
Okay, so I can't, it's not date night for mom and dad.
No, it's definitely not. Definitely
Okay,
not.
all right, we'll be a family, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Albuquerque's also lucky to have just incredible museums. And I know this is also part of your purview, and there's lots of great things going on at our different museums. What do we have to look forward to there?
Well, the Albuquerque Museum always has third Thursday community night. So there's hands-on art, there's music, there's tours through the exhibits, and that's year-round. On Saturdays, there's free family art making from 1 to 2:30. That's a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon, and that's free. Let's see. Oh, Fridays are free at the Balloon Museum in the summer. And then for Father's Day weekend, we have Drone Discovery Day at the Balloon Museum. That's going to be a great program, and we're expanding into a lot more drone education, not just flying them, which everybody wants to fly them, but actually building them, learning how to repair them, because if you fly them, you have to know how to repair them, unless you fly them perfectly. So there's a lot more going on there. And they also have the Albuquerque Concert Band Series, which is free on Wednesday nights a couple times a month in the summer. So you can go and listen to music outside and go in the museum for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now tell us, we even have some interesting activities, I think, outside Albuquerque. What is Casa San Ysidro?
Oh, Casa San Ysidro is a historic house. It's in Corrales, but it's owned and operated by the Albuquerque Museum. So the Albuquerque Museum is the Museum of Art and History, and this is kind of a major part of our history collection. And so going down to Casa San Ysidro, they actually have a couple of weekends in the summer that are free. But it's a really great kind of cultural heritage day. They have hands-on activities on certain Saturdays, so it's definitely worth the trip. You know, definitely not during rush hour. You don't want to go down there. But, you know, on the weekends, it's a nice, beautiful drive. And then Explora, of course, you can't forget Explora. They have, and this is probably up on your list, Parents' Night Out on August 17th. So it's actually the best babysitting ever, where you pay to have your kids hang out at Explora, and you can go do something else. Or you could hang out with them. And then toddler time every Monday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So there's a lot going on.
Excellent. Well, we want to talk about Summerfest.
Yes.
Not quite yet.
Okay,
Because
what else?
everyone wants to hear the full Summerfest agenda.
Yeah.
But before we get there, just let us know, a little bit longer term out, what kinds of things are you cooking up for the future?
Well, you know, we have some exciting expansion ideas starting in the fall. Some of these are really focused on STEM, which sometimes people find surprising because we're cultural services, but there's a lot of important intersections of technology and science and art. And we have some really important spaces for that, like the libraries. So the libraries are going to be expanding their coding clubs, and these are free clubs that give kids programming experience and instruction on how to do computer programming. So we're going to be expanding that. One of those sites is probably going to be in the South Valley. We're going to expand Balloon School and our drone racing program out at the Balloon Museum, both on-site and in some schools. So
Wow,
that's
drone
pretty
racing.
Drone racing.
Pod racing comes next.
Exactly.
So tell us
Exactly.
about Summerfest. What do we have in store?
Summerfest. Well, I hope I don't have to come up with the whole lineup, but I can tell you that the first Summerfest program is at North Domingo Baca Park on Saturday, June 9th, so just around the corner. Then, of course, we have the Freedom 4th, which is a big, crazy amount of fun out at Balloon Fiesta Park. And then there'll be Summerfest on Civic Plaza and West Side Summerfest at the end of the summer. And in July, we have Nob Hill Summerfest on July 21st. So we're going to be all over the city, different music at every single venue. I heard you're super excited about Ozomatli. Is that true?
My wife is. That's her favorite band.
Right, that's
the
right.
First Lady's super excited.
Okay.
I'm going to stick to heavy metal.
All right. And then we have Prado on the Plaza,
Yes.
which is free every single day. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in and all that you do for the city.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, we're back in this edition of Block by Block and talking about all sorts of fun things for the summer. And with us today is another one of our department directors, and this is Carol Pierce, who runs our Family and Community Services Department. And this department does a whole lot of things, wide-ranging activities, and some for the summer, some year-round. But maybe to start out with, Carol, just tell us a little bit about what kids can expect at some of our community centers this summer.
Great. We have a whole great lineup. In fact, we at our 22 community centers, children, youth from ages 5 to 15 can get an array of great summer activities. And it ranges from arts and crafts, enrichment activities, to having some outdoor play, to maybe a little time in the computer lab, and a great food. And as we've heard over the other interviews, we have some really great field trips too. To our aquarium, we may go swimming, lots of great things and fun things going on.
Very cool. Tell us about, too, the playground recreation program. What exactly is that?
Well, it's more than recreation, but that we have this summer and year-round. But this summer we'll be in 15 APS sites, and it's also all day, and that's where students can go. And they will also have an arts and crafts component as well as a recreation component and a great nutritional lunch.
Outstanding. Now, we've got, I know a lot of folks hear about, oh, go to the community center or something to that effect. But, a lot of our folks in town might not know sort of where they are, how to find out about them. How do people plug in?
That's a great question. And I have to admit, I've lived in Albuquerque a long time, and now that I've been going to community centers, wow, what a lot of great activities. And you can find those out on our city website. We have 22 across all parts of town. And beautiful facilities, beautiful to have. A neighborhood associations often may meet there, or if you had a group of women or men or neighborhood folks could meet there to have a gathering. We have gymnasiums, we have computer labs, we have arts and crafts rooms with all kinds of, with sinks and everything. So lots of space for wonderful activities.
Very good. Well, for all the parents out there and the kids out there looking for things to do this summer, this is a great way to plug in. And they're dispersed all around the city. So by kind of definition of the way we set them up, there is one close to your home.
There is.
And so now, what about some of the sort of outdoor physical activities that kids can participate in?
Well, we've got quite a few because often where our community centers are, they're next to a park. So we have a great staff. We just got done hiring over 500 summer hires to help with all the programming, and they have been in training the last 2 weeks to learn about all these great activities. So it could range everything from dodgeball to finding different nature activities. I know I was just recently at our new community center near John Marshall, and beautiful trees, and they're learning about the trees, and they're doing all kinds of nature activities as well as outdoor recreation.
Very good. Well, anything else that folks should know kind of going forward and that you'd like to share?
Well, as a parent, I'm really excited. This is a great opportunity for parents because our programming is from 7:30 to 5:30. So for our working parents out there, this is a great place for youth 5 to 18 can really participate in some great activities. And I think our programming is all about positive youth development. How do we have our summer hires that really know how to work with youth of all ages? Our programming is broken down by ages. For example, I asked it out at Taylor Ranch, the 10 to 11-year-olds will be the T-Rexes this year. And it's a lot of fun programming. And at Borealis, it'll be a superhero theme. So I think we've got great folks leading with our youth. So I think parents can feel assured, give your kids a great summer and to make new friends.
Great activities. So good to hear about all this in Albuquerque. And I hope, folks, if you're unaware of it, check out the information that Carol shared. And if you're already participating, we look forward to seeing you this summer.
Thank you. One of the great things we have going on, besides great outdoor activities and enrichment activities, is to really make sure you've got nutritional food for our youth. And so we have in the city about 147 summer food sites across the community. Wow. It may be in a church, it may be in one of our community centers, it may be at many other sites. And we will serve over 300,000 meals this year for summer lunch program. Wow. So we really encourage all the viewers to go on the city website, find out where these are. I think we're sending out that list all the time because we want to make sure everybody has a good nutritional lunch this summer.
What a wonderful program, and so good with school out, things to do for the kids, but also that nutritional value is so important. Thanks so much, Carol.
You're welcome.
Because we are a city that is full of incredible and special people.